There's one more thing I want to ask you about, Coach, before we let you go, because we've had you on air for a while. You're super busy. How given your background and involvement with civil rights, what do you have to say with what happened with George Floyd and what's going on right now in the country, and just with being a track coach, just all the young Black student athletes that we have to deal with, and right now a lot of them are hurting and going through stuff. So I just wanted to hear your thoughts on just any of it.
I think hurt for a person at a certain age is what people tell you. As I spoke to our kids last night and trying to get them, they do have a feeling. Mm-hmm. It's that age group above them, between the ones that are really employed, that are probably 27 years old, that have to make a decision. Have they sent a message to somebody they care about and love? Mm-hmm. I really hurt for people who are white, that have Black friends, that have made the statement of don't use the race card, or that I'm not racist. I really do, because they got to be asking themselves some questions. Did they take it? Did they take it serious when they seen the single Black person in the room hear an offensive statement? Did they go and confront the person? That did they hire the most qualified person, or did they take an easy route and hire somebody they're familiar with? And is familiar race identification? Is it a social familiar? So since this race is not an issue, and you don't see color, then did you give the raise to the most qualified, or do you give more hours to the nurses that are of color, so that the one that's your friend don't get contaminated or exposed? I think it's serious questions, but for our kids, I don't think they're there. They want to say I love everybody, and they do too, because they don't have the maturity or the number of years. They are going to react to the latest song, and who the best color, and what color toenails, and what color hair. I've been in this 45 years. I know what's expedient and what's in vogue. This year seems to be a little bit more. I got a guy named Quincy asking most of the questions. His biggest concern was, y'all be careful out there, because there's some people that's throwing bricks and sticks, and I think the police might have them there, so they're going to shoot you. Be careful now. His concepts are more about being involved, but what's happening in the present, not the future, not the past. Because the past, he felt like he deal with it, because if somebody disrespects him, he gonna immediately, 18 to 22, gonna deal with your disrespect. It's when disrespect you deal with has consequences. Whenever you speak up to an issue and you get fired and nobody hired you because somebody put something on your file because of your color, and were you the person that put it in the file because you disagree with the person's issue? It's the same with some Black women got a double. Did you participate, or were you advanced on your job because of you wore your top low or skirt high? And if you didn't, did you get removed from the job because somebody tried to ask you to go a place you didn't want to go, or you didn't go out with the group or the individual? Or did a person ask you to do that and you said no, but you didn't get advanced, they got to ask themselves some serious questions because they got power. A kid from 18 to 22 are powerless to influence the other 18 to 22. They don't have, but it's when they have power, they know they got power. They change from being that good little friend. And that's the thing that we have a great opportunity. I'm so proud of the powerless that they could use theirs to make this a social event. They could be at the beach like they were doing the Kavara. Them same kids that went to the beach and said this was a joke that I'm gonna have my spring break. They changed when someone stepped on a guy's neck and they watched the air. They don't know what they saw, but they know when they see somebody treat somebody like an animal. It's a different feeling for each one with the experience of how tight or their personal relationship with somebody of color. But it's going to have persons of color ask the question, did I tolerate or did I continue that young energy I had when somebody disrespected me? All of us were in a situation when we did not have responsibility. We didn't have a car payment. We did not have moving out of our house of our family, and we had to pay our own insurance bill. All of us, before that occurred, and you didn't have obligations, your ability to step up when you saw wrong